What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So apparently, undefeated 3-division world champion, 2-division undisputed world champion, now still the unified welterweight world champion, superstar boxer who is widely acknowledged and recognized as the #1 pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, in Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford is 40 wins, no losses, no draws, 31 big wins by way of knockout. He is 36 years of age, 5'8", with a 74-inch arm reach. With that said, Terence Crawford, July 29th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, put on a dazzling display of performance as he took on the biggest fight of his career, the most lucrative fight of his career, the most anticipated fight in the last decade, and a 50-50 fight on paper if there ever were one, as he faced off against then undefeated, unified 3-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, who was widely considered to be top 5 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, in Earl the Truth Spence Jr. Earl Spence Jr. is now 28 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 22 big wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 5'9", with a 72-inch arm reach and a southpaw. But did you hear what I said? He is now 28 wins, 1 loss. So Terence Crawford put on a dazzling performance against Errol Spence in an undisputed welterweight showdown. Legacy was on the line. Terence Crawford created history. He became officially the first male to become undisputed in 2 separate weight classes. Terence Crawford also became the first junior welterweight to be an undisputed 4 major sanction belt world champion. Then he created history again. He became the first male to become 4-division undisputed welterweight world champion. So with that said, Terence Crawford is announced himself. He stamped himself. It's the best fight in the world. And now another fighter is presenting himself and looking to make a case for himself. And that's undefeated 2-division world champion, former lightweight undisputed world champion, now the reigning WBC junior welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, who is widely considered top 5, top 7 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, in Devin the Dream Haney. Devin Haney is now 31 wins, no loss, no draw. He has 15 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'9", with a 72-inch arm reach. Devin Haney is coming off the biggest, most lucrative, best performance of his career. December 9th, San Francisco, California, Chase Center, where the Golden State Warriors play, as he took on 2-time WBC junior welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Regis the Rougarou Prograis. And Devin Haney put on a dazzling performance. Dropped Regis Prograis in the 3rd round, staggered and wobbled him in the 6th round, hurt him badly in the 8th round, hurt him badly in the 9th round, had Regis Prograis team considering throwing in the towel. Nonetheless, he won a unanimous decision, sold out the arena. And everybody saw his skills just elevate from what his last fight was. And so his father, trainer, manager, CEO of DHP, Devin Haney Promotions, Bill Haney, he stated that they're willing to go to welterweight. Now, this was Devin Haney's first fight at junior welterweight. And he stated that Devin Haney's big, they considering going to welterweight. And they was asked about a fight possibly with Terence Crawford, to which Bill said, let them get their feet wet. They called out former unified welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, who used to be the WBC, WBA champion, Keith one-time Thurman. Keith Thurman declined. Keith Thurman said that he was essentially a poor man's version of Floyd Mayweather. He was boring. He don't sell a fight. He utilized movement. He acknowledged and recognizes his skills, but he's just not interested, Keith Thurman. So Keith Thurman turned it down. Now, keep in mind, Keith Thurman has fought 3 times in 6 years. He's dropping off quickly in his relevancy. With that said, they stated that they are the best fighter in the world. Bill Haney believes that Devin Haney is the best fighter in the world. And Devin Haney wants to challenge himself. And he wants to take on possibly Terence Crawford, but he's looking to get his feet wet. Now, Terence Crawford is going to have to vacate his belts because it looks like he's going into an immediate rematch with Errol Spence Jr., who activated the rematch clause, but it looked like they're going to fight at 154, which means the WBC belt that he still holds, the WBA belt, and the WBO belt, he's eventually going to be relieved of, or he's going to vacate. And so with that said, Terence Crawford is going to leave a void at welterweight that Devin Haney is looking to possibly fill, because you have the WBC regular champion, who is Mario Barrios, who just beat your Dana Ugas for that position. So he'll either be elevated to World Boxing Council, President Mauricio Suleiman board of 32 members decision to elevate him to the super champion, or he'll fight for the vacant belt, which could possibly be against Devin Haney. Now, Devin Haney, they're saying that they get their feet wet, get acclimated to welterweight, then they coming after the best, which includes the list of Terence Crawford. So Terence Crawford, longtime trainer, mentor, trainer of the year, well-renowned trainer, future Hall of Famer Brian Bomac McIntyre, he stated that that's a tree they just simply don't want to bark up, right? He essentially laughed it off, and he said Terence Crawford would ruin Devin Haney's career. He would ruin his career. He said that when asked by the Boston Voice, the brother Ness, about this fight, he said that Ness asked him, well, Shakur Stevenson says that he spars with Terence Crawford all the time, and he alludes to having success against Terence Crawford. And Bomac said that's in sparring, that's with headgear, big gloves on, and essentially Terence Crawford ain't going 100% against Shakur Stevenson. It's kind of what I got from it. And he said it's different under the lights with them 8-ounce gloves on, them small gloves. It's a completely different story. Now, if you don't know, Terence Crawford himself is on a extensive knockout streak that he's just simply not getting enough credit for. Terence Crawford has knocked out, I believe, his last 11 opponents. Knocked out or stopped his last 11 opponents, including all his fights at welterweight, right? And he's been in welterweight for 5 years and 7 or 8 fights. Okay, he fought Jeff Horn, his first fight there for the WBO title. He knocked him out. Then he fought Amir Khan. He knocked him out. Then he fought against then he fought Jose Benavidez Jr. He knocked him out. Then he fought Igis Kavalaskis. He knocked him out. Then he fought against Kell Brook, and then he knocked him out. And then he fought against Sean Porter, and he knocked him out. Then he fought David Avanesian, and he knocked him out. Then he fought Errol Spence, and he knocked him out. So his 8 fights at welterweight, he's been at welterweight 5 years and 8 fights, and he has all knockouts. So with that said, in his last fight at junior welterweight for Undisputed against Julius Ndongo, he knocked him out. So with that said, he's at least knocked out his last 9 opponents. Terence Crawford is highly, extremely experienced. He's very, very versatile. Switch from southpaw to orthodox, have power in both hands, uses angles, understands the moment, never gets overwhelmed, never gets flustered, even when he gets buzzed and hurt. So I think right now it might be a situation where it's just too soon for Devin Haney to fight against a Terence Crawford. I think he needs to garner more experience, more understanding, and more physical. I don't want to say more physical skills, but more physical understanding of his body, right? Being comfortable with his body. Terence Crawford can switch from southpaw to orthodox. He can give you different angles, and he got power in both hands, an extremely high ring IQ, fast hands, fast feet. Devin Haney has fast hands, fast feet. Terence Crawford has extremely long arms, and he has the edge and experience. And Devin Haney's not the biggest puncher, so his punching power is not going to concern Terence Crawford, which means it's going to be a high-speed chess match. And I think the experience edge would be too much for Devin Haney right now. But who's to say it would be? So according to these reports now, Terence Crawford, his team is saying that Terence Crawford says that would be a huge mistake if they pursue me. Now, they get acclimated to 147, get experience underneath their belt. Terence Crawford has faced every style there is. He's faced boxers, he's faced punchers, he's faced movers, he's faced everything. Aggressive fighters like Sean Porter, southpaws like power punchers, big, strong guys that's aggressive like Errol Spence, Kell Brook, fundamentally sound. Now, Kell Brook wasn't the same guy. Victor Postol, Yuriorkis Gamboa, fast hands, fast feet, aggressive, combination puncher. So he's faced pretty much every style there is to offer. So there's nothing that Devin Haney's going to throw at him that he's not going to be accustomed to. So it'd be very, very interesting to see if Devin Haney can rise to that occasion, because we know Terence Crawford is already there, right? So it'll be interesting to see if Devin Haney can rise to that occasion. Imagine if Devin Haney was to fight Terence Crawford in his second fight at welterweight and beat Terence Crawford. Now, obviously, the question is going to be, can Terence Crawford even make 147 again? Clearly, he's going to have to go to 154 and fight Errol Spence. But that would be a very interesting fight. But I do agree that right now it's just not the time. I want to see Devin Haney get acclimated to 147, get experience at 147, understand the power and the physicality at 147, and build up himself. And that could be a super fight. But there's also undefeated IBF welterweight world champion, a phenom, as I refer to him as, Jaron Boots Ennis. Right? Jaron Boots Ennis is 31 wins, no loss and no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. He is 26 years of age, 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach. A lot of similarities to Terence Crawford. That would be a super fight for Devin Haney, right? A Jaron Boots Ennis fight. So there's mega fights for him at welterweight. I was surprised Keith Thurman, who initially stated that he was interested in the fight and that he was going to be watching the fight closely and that he was willing to give Devin Haney the opportunity, and Keith Thurman changed his mind, just like he did with Errol Spence, just like he's done with Jaron Boots Ennis. But there's big fights for Devin Haney. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. So Terence Crawford and his team and trainers said he will absolutely disrupt, destroy, and ruin Devin Haney's career. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on that fight? Is he biting off more than he can chew? Or will the young, hungry lion dethrone the old vet lion? Let me know what y'all think. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. So all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.